You ever wake up and feel like life is on repeat? You scroll your phone, rush through the day, feel tired, go to bed, and then do it all over again. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and somewhere deep inside, you wonder, am I actually living or just existing? I used to feel exactly the same way. I'd look at successful people and think they had some secret formula I didn't know about. But here's what I discovered. The truth is simple. Your habits decide your future. The small things you do daily, they either keep you stuck in the same place or slowly build the life you've always dreamed of. So, in this video, we're not talking about random self-help hacks that sound good but don't work. I'm going to share 10 habits that actually change lives. Habits backed by psychology, science, and real people's experiences, including my own. And if you stay until the end, I'll give you one bonus habit that almost nobody talks about, but it's the one that makes all the difference. So let's dive in. Habit Hason, morning clarity ritual. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phone. I did this for years. The problem? You start your day in reaction mode, flooded with messages, news, other people's opinions, and endless distractions. Before you've even brushed your teeth, you've already handed control of your day to everyone else. Here's what changed everything for me. Spend the first 10 minutes after waking up just with yourself. No phone, no notifications, no distractions. Here's exactly what you do. Drink a glass of water. Your body is dehydrated after 8 hours. Sit somewhere quiet, your bed, a chair, anywhere comfortable. Ask yourself one question. What really matters for me today? Not what your boss wants. Not what social media says you should do. What truly matters to you. This simple ritual rewires your brain. You stop letting the world control your mood, and instead, you take control of your day. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I can tell you the days I skip it, I feel the difference immediately. It's like going into battle without a plan. Habit #2, the 2-minute movement rule. You don't need to run marathons to be healthy, but your body is designed to move. Here's the rule that changed my relationship with exercise. Every time you feel lazy or stuck, just move your body for 2 minutes. That's it. Stretch, do push-ups, walk around your room, dance to one song, anything. Why does this work? Because motion creates emotion. See, the hardest part of any workout isn't the workout itself, it's starting. Your brain creates all these excuses. I'm too tired. I'll do it later. What's the point of just 2 minutes? But here's the secret. This habit tricks your brain into starting. And most times those 2 minutes turn into 20. I started doing this during work breaks. Just 2 minutes of stretching or jumping jacks. Not only did I feel more energized, but I also started losing weight without even trying, because those 2 minutes often became full workouts. The key is lowering the barrier so much that you have no excuse. Habit #3. Focus on one task. We're living in the multitasking generation. We wear it like a badge of honor. Oh, I'm working on 3 projects, answering emails, and watching a tutorial, all at the same time. But here's the brutal truth. Multitasking doesn't make you productive, it makes you distracted. Studies show that when you switch between tasks, your brain needs time to refocus. That switching costs you up to 40% of your productivity. Here's what successful people do differently. Pick one important task each day and do it with full focus for at least 1 hour. No phone, no tabs, no background noise, just you and that one thing. Psychologists call this deep work, and it's become rare in our distracted world. 1 focused hour is more valuable than 5 scattered hours. I tested this with my own work. I used to juggle everything at once and feel busy but get nothing meaningful done. Then I started dedicating the first hour of my workday to one thing, my most important project. The results? This habit compounded over weeks. I saw my work quality, my creativity, even my problem-solving ability explode. Your brain wasn't designed to multitask. It was designed to focus deeply. Give it what it needs. Habit #4, digital sunset. Your brain isn't built to handle screens until 2 a.m. That's why you feel tired, anxious, and restless, even after scrolling for hours. The blue light messes with your melatonin. The endless content keeps your mind wired. You end up lying in bed, exhausted but unable to sleep. Here's a powerful habit that will transform your nights. Set a digital sunset, a fixed time at night, maybe 9:30 p.m. or 10 p.m., where you put away all screens. Phone, laptop, TV, everything. But what am I supposed to do? Great question. Use that last hour for reading a physical book, journaling about your day, having an actual conversation with family, planning tomorrow so you wake up with clarity, just sitting quietly and reflecting. Not only will you sleep deeper, and better sleep means better everything, but you'll also reclaim your evenings. Think about it. That last hour before bed is the most underrated time for reflection and personal growth. But most of us waste it scrolling through content we forget 5 minutes later. When I started my digital sunset at 9:30 p.m., my sleep improved, my anxiety dropped, and I actually started finishing books again, something I hadn't done in years. Habit #5, weekly reset Sunday. Most people drift through weeks without direction. Monday comes, Friday goes, and you wonder where the time went. Instead, once a week, I recommend Sunday evening take 30 minutes for a reset. Here's what you do. Reflect. What went well this week? What didn't go as planned? What did I learn? Plan. What are my top 3 priorities for next week? What's one thing I'll say no to? Who do I need to connect with? Reset your space. Clean your desk. Organize your room a little. Prepare clothes for Monday. This habit gives your brain a fresh start. You stop living on autopilot and start living with intention. I do this every Sunday evening with a cup of tea. It takes 30 minutes, but it saves me hours of confusion during the week. You become the director of your life, instead of just an actor following someone else's script. Habit #6, 5 to 1. Social energy rule. Here's a truth you don't hear often. The people around you shape your habits more than you think. If you hang around 5 complainers, you'll become the 6th. If you're surrounded by ambitious, positive people, their energy rubs off on you. Here's the rule. For every one draining or negative person you interact with, balance it with at least 5 positive, inspiring interactions. This could mean listening to an uplifting podcast, calling a friend who supports you, joining an online community that motivates you, reading content from people who inspire you, watching educational videos instead of gossip. Your environment is stronger than your willpower, so design it wisely. I had to make some tough choices with this habit. Some friendships naturally faded because I realized they were draining my energy. But I also intentionally sought out communities and people who challenged me to grow. The result? My mindset shifted. My goals got bigger. My excuses got smaller. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Habit #7. Gratitude anchors. We think happiness comes when we achieve more. Get the promotion, buy the car, hit the goal, then we'll be happy. But research shows it's the other way around. Happiness makes you achieve more. Grateful people are more productive, more creative, and more resilient. Here's the habit. Every night before bed, write down 3 small things you're grateful for. Not big things like my job or my house. Those are good, but they become background noise. Instead, focus on tiny moments. The coffee I enjoyed this morning, the 1-0-minute walk with fresh air, a smile from a tiny moment. Stranger, my dog being excited to see me. Why small things? Because gratitude rewires your brain to focus on what's good instead of what's missing. And that shift alone changes how you see life. I keep a small notebook by my bed. Some nights it feels forced, but most nights it reminds me that even on hard days, there's always something worth appreciating. After doing this for just 1 month, I noticed I complained less and smiled more. It sounds too simple to work, but it does. Habit #8. Learn for 20 minutes a day. Think about this. If you spend just 20 minutes a day learning something new, that's over 120 hours in a year. That's enough to master a new skill. Learn a language. Become an expert in something you care about. It could be reading a book, 20 pages a day equals 30 plus books a year. Taking an online course, watching educational videos or lectures, practicing a skill like writing, coding, or design. The habit isn't about learning fast. It's about learning consistently. Because when you stop learning, you stop growing. I started this habit by reading just 15 pages every morning with my coffee. After a year, I had read 25 books. Before that, I hadn't finished a single book in 3 years. Now I know more about psychology, business, and storytelling than I ever did in school. The world rewards people who keep evolving. Make learning non-negotiable. Habit, #9. Silent mornings, silent nights. Noise is everywhere. Podcasts, music, notifications, people talking, cars honking. But your brain also needs silence. Here's what most people don't realize. Silence isn't empty. It's where clarity is born. It's where your best ideas come from. It's where you actually hear yourself think. Try this. Start your mornings and end your nights with 10 minutes of silence. No music, no podcast, no distractions. Just sit, breathe, and let your thoughts settle. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Your mind races. You feel restless. That's normal. But over time, silence becomes your superpower. It's like giving your brain permission to process everything that happened during the day. Some of my best ideas came during these silent moments. Solutions to problems I'd been stuck on for weeks. You don't need to meditate perfectly. Just sit with yourself. That's enough. Habit #0. Act before you're ready. Perfection kills your dreams. So many people wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect skills, the perfect moment. I'll start my business when I have more experience. I'll post videos when I get better equipment. I'll ask for that opportunity when I'm more qualified. But here's the truth. You'll never be ready. The most successful people I know all share one thing. They started before they felt ready. Start the project, even if you don't know every step. Send the email, even if you're nervous. Post the video, even if it's not perfect. Have the conversation, even if you don't have all the answers. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. Every time you wait to feel ready, you're giving fear more time to talk you out of it. I launched my first YouTube video with terrible audio and shaky camera work. But I launched it, and each video got better because I was doing it, not just thinking about it. Your first attempt will be messy. That's the point. You learn by doing, not by planning forever. Bonus habit, the deathbed perspective. Once a week, ask yourself this question. If I was 80 years old, looking back at my life, would this thing I'm stressing about actually matter? This habit instantly removes noise, ego, and comparison. That argument with a coworker? Probably won't matter. That fear of what people think? Definitely won't matter. That risk you're afraid to take? You'll regret not taking it. It reminds you to live in alignment with what truly matters. Because at the end, it's not about money, status, or followers. It's about the moments you created, the people you loved, the person you became. This perspective shift has saved me from wasting energy on things that don't deserve it. So these are the 10 habits that can change your life. Not in one day, not in one week, but over months and years, they'll completely transform who you are. Now let me ask you, which habit will you start with today? Comment below and tell me your number one. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Share this with someone who needs it, because your future self is watching you right now, and they're silently hoping you start today. See you in the next video.